Hello, Ash Fireflame here, and we're going to be working on part 2 of this roller coaster amusement park series. Yay, pumpkin cactus things. Then I'm making this little kind of spins around under, and I'm going to continue with this little vibe of this kind of almost Halloween kind of looking thing. Nice. And then I'm thinking of doing something where I'll have like a jack-o'-lantern like pop up when you go on one of the rails, using like the pistons and the detector rail. That'd be kind of neat. So I might have to choose a different block to do that with. I'll have to figure something out with that because I guess the pumpkins just get destroyed. What should I use? What if I use the observers since they have little faces? Let's see how that works. Nice. That'll work. Does this not grow? Seems this doesn't really work on this tree here. Oh hey, it looks like there's a nice little party going on over here. Oh, the witches and skeletons and the minecart, and of course Mossy over here. Look at all them. Aren't they just lovely? Ooh, this one's all geared up. I wonder what you three are discussing. Well, if I can't seem to figure out the oak sapling, then perhaps I should figure out an alternative way and just make my own tree. You can't do it? Then just make it. I have an idea. An amazing idea. Totally something never thought about before. In reality, it actually probably has been many times. But what if I combine the warped trees with... That might be kind of neat. How do I best incorporate this, though? Maybe if I, like... Something like that. I can figure something out. I mean, I can also, like... do that. Who knows? I'll figure out how I'm gonna go about this. Maybe it needs to hold something. Like... No. Ooh, I have an idea. It can be holding these skulls. I don't know. Maybe it's doing a magic spell. Maybe I should try to find a witch hat for it. There we go, it has an upside down witch hat because Why not? I've got an idea. I should make an upside down character using this as the witch hat. That'd be kind of neat. Have it floating. How do I want to go about this? I'm thinking using the bookshelf so I could use the books as eyes. Why? Oh! Yeah. So every book I put in here is gonna... That's kind of funny. Ooh, I wonder what neat redstone ideas I could do with that. Like, have different... anyways. Maybe it has tall hair. Or a floating hat. There we go. That's something for eyes. Maybe... wondering how to best approach this part here. Because trying to approach this is slanted, so maybe have like a stair in front of it to make it look like... I don't know. Unless... Let's see, what should I do? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Unless if I used a fence, maybe? Yeah. I think that's a bit better. And then I'll figure out... Maybe if I... did something more like this, I could, or... I mean, that's a little better. Yeah, something like that. This witch must be very buff because the head to body ratio is very interesting. I'll chalk it up to magic. Then what should its shoes be? Unless it decides it wants to be barefoot, maybe. That doesn't look right. It looks like shoes attempted, but not that well. Unless that's a little better. Maybe I need to have something for the soles of its shoes. Like, let's see here. You're very interesting witch creature. Maybe I need to change this a little bit so it actually looks like a shirt. I mean, I suppose it kind of looks like a tube top, but let's change it up a little. I mean, I guess it kind of works. Very interesting. Then adding this red sand so I can have more of the cactus things. Nice. Yeah, it looks kind of neat. Unless if maybe I should... Nah, I'll have them pointed this way. And then let's see here. What else should I add? Thinking maybe some slime for, I don't know. Maybe there is... Ooh, I have an idea. Something sink in the slime here. Then there's more of these pumpkins. That's kind of neat looking. There you go. Now I have some floating jack-o'-lanterns near this thing. Maybe I should put more... There you go. And then... Oh, that still seems a bit off, so what if I did... Yeah, that might be a little bit better. Nice. Having all the jack-o'-lanterns floating around. That'll look pretty cool. Kind of liking how this little pumpkin section is going on. Need to add a bit more over here in this area, but I'm liking how it's coming along. Really liking, I especially like that little thing. It looks kind of funny. And then probably another one of these little observer things to pop up. I'll have to test out how well this works. Must not be close enough for that. What am I missing here? Because... yeah, probably not quite. Yeah, probably not close enough. Because there's that little limit. How do I do this? Unless... what if I had... something like... that? No. Because that's not quite under the thing, so I need to put that over there. Okay, so I figured it out. And I'm not too worried about putting redstone on this spot here. So I'll just do it like that. And voila! That's pretty cool. I like that. And then... let's do that. Make a little bit here. And I'm thinking that looks nice. It's a bit of blank area there, but I think it works, and it is a roller coaster, so it's not like it needs to be too detailed, but I also want it to look nice. But yeah, I think this is a lot of pumpkins, and I'm sure there's plenty more I can add on to here. Ooh, what if I put a big tree over here? What should I put underneath it? Maybe... ooh, I know. I figured these honey blocks would be a good option. Kind of. What if I make it a little bit uneven? So it's kind of like that. And then, I don't know. Something like that. And then, or, no, I'll leave it like that. And I'll put one of those, whatchamacallit. Ooh, I'll do this one, the piglin head. I'm thinking there'll be a mystery as to what's going on with all these piglin heads. Why are they all there? Why is there honey blocks? What is going on with this tree? Mwahaha! And I can do something here. Let's see here. Maybe there'll be some sort of platform or something. Not entirely sure. And then I can put these things hiding around in here. Let's see here. Probably. Yep, and then I can make something on top here. This kind of reminds me of those games where you have like a boss battle in a scenario where you just question how they even get there. Or sometimes it's some like bird character or something, but speaking of video game thing items that make me think, the tough things, one moment. The tough bricks and polished tough makes me think of the kinda older style games. Like not really old games, but kind of like the ones when they were still experimenting with the 3D stuff. It makes me think of them. 'Cause like, look at these. They are very much, I just love that. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing here, but I'm doing something. I'll figure it out as I go. I like this so far. It's kind of neat. I don't know what I'm doing here, but it's something. Maybe if I... Let's see here. Not the block I intended to click. There we go. I don't know. Kinda neat. Do I? Nah. Yeah, I don't think I need too many more. What if I add a little character here now? Ooh, maybe that's what's going on with these things. It has a little... something... What should I use for... Oh no. This little thing broke. Okay. So maybe... if I do something like that... That doesn't... Let's see, how do I want to go about this? It's a very long neck. Not quite what I'm looking for. Maybe just a floating head. That'd be kind of funny. Ooh, I know. Unless if I did a different color flame. There you go. Something. I'm actually kind of liking this. It's like, bahaha. I kind of like that. Now, let's see here. I feel like just add another one here. There we go. And I think I'm really liking how that looks. And I'm sure there's more I could add, but I think that's pretty set for this little section of it. So now it comes to this fun part where I test it out from the beginning. Now, let's bring you all the way. And you go here. Nice. And then he falls to his doom for now. It's okay, you can join the party with Marcy, though it seems like the party from earlier has died down a bit. Nice. It's like a statue with a villager at the bottom that's very interested in that. Probably better off for you, safe from the zombies. Anyways, I really appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a nice day.